Welcome to another sololevelingarise video. So I want to talk about the gem feature that came out a while ago, and actually want I don't know why I went to one. I actually want to break down the stats that it gives and how much it actually gives you, and then which one is the best one. So this is the gems that I have right now. So my first recommendation for everyone who's playing this game: fill up every slot first. So when you do your Battlefield of Chaos, you're gonna get lower ranked gems. Use those to fill up all your slots. And then after you do that, once you have everything set up, you can slowly go up at a time. So it's not gonna take you a while until you get rank 3 to rank 4s, but that's gonna be the end goal. So like once you fill up everything with your rank 1, start filling it up with rank 2. If you get rank 3 on the way, put those up. But you don't want to save all of your gems, your higher for fusion, just to get them in a higher up. Make sure you fill them all up because they give a lot of stats. So yeah, and that's that. So a couple questions that there's two gem questions that people are asking for is that what's better, attack percent or base attack? If I have any base attack over here, or additional attack. Which one would you rather use? Most people would probably say it doesn't matter, which is fair. Use what you have. That's going to be the rule number one, is that use what you have. But if you're going to min-max, I'm going to show with numbers that which ones that you'd rather use. And then the second one is the yellow gems. The yellow gems, there's 3 in here that are big. You have precision, critical damage, and defense pen. A lot of people don't know what to put into this. For me, I have precision right now, and I'm going to go over more why I have that. And then the third one is the for the purple gem. It don't really matter. You can just do whatever you want. Just increase your CP. Speed is very low, and then mana is whatever. So it doesn't really matter for that. So I have this Google Sheets that I made for just a little bit of math. So before that, let's go to my Cha, because I use her stats as my reference. So this is my Cha right now. So my Cha is A5, upgraded to gold 3 at gold 3 with a level 100 weapon, and her attack is at 7,776. So based on my calculation over here that I was able to figure out, the way gems are calculated is that it takes your character's base stats, which is without the weapon, and then you add the weapon to it. So there's 2 different calculations. So that's the one with the weapon. So if we go over here with a hunter, so her base stat at fully max is 5,101. So the 2 calculations in here is that as well as if you have a weapon, you just add it into that, and that's going to be her base stats. So if you look over here, I was able to figure out that her base stat is 4,357 without any gems. And then with the gems that I have, I have 4 of each of an attack percent and a base attack, so that equaled to 7% and 440 base attack. So that gave me 5,101, and then with the weapon is 7,776. I just have this running up there. So that's how I calculated over there. So you would add your stats, multiply it by your percentage of your gem, and then add in the base attack. It's probably similar when you start adding in some artifacts, but that gets a bit more complicated because how the way the game does it, where the stats, they have like a curve, and we don't really know the formula for that curve yet. So yeah, so with this, so I have 2 numbers here. So the number on the top is your rank 3 gems. So you get 1.75% attack and 110 base. Or it's the same for HP, attack, and defense. So I'm just gonna go with that. And then for rank 4, you have 3% and then 200 base. So if you have 4 of each, you would have about 5,102 attack. And then let's just focus on attack. HP is very easy. HP, all you care about is percent. Because the way that they do it for HP is that you get the exact same amount, but in everything else for HP, they give you double. So if we have, let's say we have, if we have 8 percentage gem, with HP I have 9,146. And then with weapon, it's 14,800. If we switch that, and let's say I have 8 I have 8 base and 0. It's just lower in general. So for that one, it's very simple. It's you just go percentage for HP, no matter who else. And also with HP's weapon is a lot better because it gives you 5,000 instead of 2,500 for the other stats. So now let's go back to attack and defense. Attack and defense, they share the exact same, pretty much close numbers. Defense is gonna be a little lower, but it's still, they still get the same scalings. So for attack for this, I had 4 and 4 before. That gave me 5,102 and 7,777. If we slowly increase by having more percent gem, from what you can see, we are just going up with the weapon, and I think going down with just base, which makes sense because you need to have the additional stats from your weapon for percent to start outdoing just the base. So if we do 6 and 2, we are now almost at 7,800. So 7 and 1, we're gonna be at 7,800. So the best for rank 3 for everyone is just have 8 attack percent, especially if your weapon is level 100. So attack and defense weapon gives you 2,500 and HP gives you 5,000. So for that one, for rank 3, it's always best to go for attack. And I believe it's the same for rank 4, which makes sense. So I got 8,500 over here. And then if we switch that, let's say we have 0 there, I lose about 50. It's not much. So for that one, I guess you could just do whatever. So you can do 2-6 here, or it's barely any difference for rank 4 compared to rank 3. So for that one, you can do 0 and 8. That gives you 8, 4, 5, 7. If we do 8 and 0, that gives you the most at 8,503. So you're pretty much losing about 50. So that doesn't really matter. So what matters there the most is that if you can get a rank 4, equip it. So if you do like 3, and then let's say you only have 5 here. So 3 and 5, that's good enough. So for rank 4, you can just do whatever you want. That's just gonna... You can mix and match for attack and defense. For HP, just go straight percent. And then the best thing about this is that, let's say you min-max and you go for all attack percent. This is how much stats you are gaining from percent gems. So our base attack is 4,357. So with all rank 4s, we are gaining about 2,000 base attack. So if we add in a weapon to that, let's add in 2,500 in weapon. So you gaining pretty much about double your base attack with with everything combined. And then HP is even crazier because look at your HP. Your HP is gonna be at 9,900, almost 10,000 with just straight gems. So that's what we want for gems. Just simple. You want percentage. Now let's go through yellow. Yellow is the most complicated one over here. So the way I have it with yellow is that we're gonna do the exact same thing. We're gonna do rank 3 and rank 4. So if we look at rank 3 and rank 4, rank 4 defense pen gives you 485. Crit damage is the same at 485. Precision's at 970. The most important thing to find out before we go to the numbers in this too is that defense pen and crit, you can get that in your artifacts. Precision, you can't get that anywhere except for weapon dupes, and it's capped. So weapon dupes is capped at 4,000. So let's just go over the weapon here, and let's just say I don't want to do Songjin. I don't want to do Hunter. Songjin was a little bit more complicated. It's kind of similar, but you just need more stats. So yeah, you're capped at 4,000 precision over here. And I did a calculation a while back, which we can show with Songjin. So with nothing on, how much does it take for you to have 99% precision with a character? So these are the same for Hunter, so it don't really matter. So let's just equip 2 A4 weapons. I mean A5 weapons. Don't really matter which one. So that puts me at 88.6. So that's at 13,780. So if we just keep adding in precision over here, I know the number in mind, which is a little over. So I went a little over there. So what you need is 18,500. So let me actually just show that. 17. I either need 90 or 100 over here. I guess we need 100. A little more. Maybe 5 more. So 18,900. So let's say 19,000. You need 19,000 precision to get 99%. The only way you can get precision again is by weapon dupes as well as gems. So if we go to a hunter, so let's just go back to Sunjibu. It needs 105 precision as well as 2 A5 with everything rank 3 and higher. So for hunters are a bit more complicated because they only get one weapon. So let's go back to Chow. Let's just remove the weapons for now. So let's say you don't have a weapon or you have an A0 weapon. So I think I had 5. Let me just look at how much precision I have in gems. So I have 5,000 in gems. So let's just, if we reduce that. So let's just reduce that real quick. So how much is your base? So I have 5,000, about 5,000. So about 7,000. That's I say. So let's just go back to Sun Jinwoo and remove our precision until I have 7,000. So that shows me how much your base is, which I think it should be around. There you go. So let's just keep adding in. So let's add in about a lot of precision. Let's do about 40. There you go, 7,500. So every hunter should start at 75%. So with that, so let's say 75%. I have everything ranked 3. That puts me at 86%. And then if you put in an A5 weapon, that's gonna put you about 94%. I did the calculation here, so I have 16,790, which means that with an A5 weapon, I would need 7 rank 4 gems, as well as an additional rank 2 or higher precision gem. That would put you to 99%. That's the only way you can increase your precision. Now let's go over the other ones. So by simple calculation, it's actually, let's do two things. Let's put it on someone with nothing, and let's put it on someone with a fully built character. So let me just pull up a document right here. So if you have a rank 3, I think that's gonna be hard to see. But let me just fix that quick, and I'll just take it away. So if you have a rank 3 defense pen or a rank 3 crit damage, your numbers will be 2160, and if you have a rank 4, that's going to be 3889. So those are your stats is gonna be. So let's simulate how much that is. So I have 2 gears that I've created. This is the defense pen gear. This only gives me 2190. So on a rank 0, on a character that's not leveled up with 0 stats, you gain 4.2% if you have a fully rank 3. And then if you have a rank 4 fully, which is 3889, you get 7.07%. This is on a character which has nothing. And then if we do crit damage, same thing. This is the crit damage gear, 2190. When you have nothing, you get 110 from everything rank 3. And then if you have everything rank 4, crit damage, which is this testing weapon, you get 136%. So when you start from nothing, that's how much you get. What's that good for is that it makes it easier for you to hit the 180% crit damage mark. That also makes it easy for you to hit maybe like a 15% defense pen, because this is how much you need to hit 180. So you need 9,286. So if you have all rank 4, you're already starting at 3,800. So all you need is literally one piece of a crit boot, which a fully maxed crit boots gives you 4,462. So if you have one piece of that plus any other additional ones over here, that will put you to 180 right away. So the best thing about that, you hit those easier. You hit those faster, which means you can focus on other stats like attack or whatever you're scaling off. So that's that. Now on a fully built character is different. So the best way I tested this is that I have Yu Hyun over here because I have her defense pen built really well, as well as her crit damage built in a pretty good spot without an additional gear, taking off the boot gear, which gives me a lot. So let me just put back my document. Let's just do Yu Hyun. So her base crit damage is 179.91. And then her defense pen is at 16.93. Now, let's put in the gems. So let's start with the rank 3 defense pen. So I went from 16.9% to 19.85. So with rank 3 for defense pen, I went to 19.85. So that's about almost a 3% increase. Just a little under. And then now let's put in the crit damage to see how much that gives us for endgame build. So crit damage is over here. So now my crit damage is at 189%. The R3 crit damage is at 189%. So that's about just like a 9% increase. That's how much you're getting if you have a fully ranked 3. So is it worth it to miss out on, let's say, 95% precision to gain about 3% defense pen and 3% and a 9% crit damage? In my opinion, it's not a yes or no actually for that, because maybe you don't need the precision, but just having it, increasing it by 10% or making it easier to hit 180 or making it easier to hit 15%, that might be the way to go. So now let's go over if you simulate putting in a rank 4 everything. So let's start with a rank 4 defense pen. I don't know why I'm going to the other screen. I think I can just go over here. More clicks, but okay. So with a rank 4 defense pen, my defense pen now is 81.87%. So that's about a 5% increase from the base one, and about 2% increase from rank 3. Pretty good numbers, to be fair. And then if we put in the crits piece, it's actually easier to just do that. So my crit damage now is 194%, which is about almost 15% difference. That's very interesting. That rank 4 kind of almost doubles what rank 3 is giving, but it's still not a lot because you can get that from precision. Here's the thing. That's not usually the boost that I'm running. This is the boost that I'm running for Yu Hyun. And if you see the stats in the boots, it's 4,000 crit damage and 4,000 defense pen. So those two, just equipping one boot, put me higher than those rank 4 gems, what they gave me. But let's say I still have the rank 4 gems equipped. I'm guessing I'm gonna get about 8% crit damage extra. I'm guessing I'm gonna get about not even 3%, maybe 2.5% defense pen. Because the higher numbers you have, the lower numbers that you get back. So at the end, I think it's not worth it to use crit damage or defense pen, just because you can get those stats from artifacts and you can't get precision from anywhere else. That's the only place you can get precision other than weapon dupes. So I want to say that's it. And then for that, so let's recap. Attack percent all the way. If you're gonna min-max everything, go for attack percent for these three. Especially this, don't even touch base, because base gives you nothing. For purple, don't really matter what you get. Speed is probably the way to go, because you don't get that anywhere else. You can get MP and MP consumption. And then for this one, you go precision, because that's the only place you can get that stats. But if you don't want to, the other two works just as fine. So yeah, I'll see you in the next video.